All right, hello everybody. Nice to see some of you guys are here already. Which thank you very much, Juan, for the resub there. I'm gonna get started with the AMX 50 120 and see how it goes here. Yeah, I just tried to toggle the stream to see if I could get some transcoding. Basically, most people watch at 1080p, but some might like to drop it down a little bit, but doesn't look like I'm gonna get that today. It's all based off of how many people are streaming and also watching on Twitch at the time. Typically in the morning here, you almost always get it as an affiliate, but they kind of bump affiliates off if it's full. So most likely, here's just a lot of people. Hello, Cut, and everybody else that popped in here: Victor, Labobo, Grigsby. Yeah, I tried Frontline. I really like it. I'll be playing it today as well. I'm just gonna kind of do like last stream, about like 5 or so battles in between, then pop into a Frontline match, so on and so forth. Feel free to request any tanks. Whether they're tier 8s or non-tier 8s. I'll be doing both. The internet is working, not to jinx myself, perfectly fine right now. Compared to last night that had a lot of issues. Basically, I barely got any sleep last night, about 4 hours. Stayed up till about 1. Basically dealing with Comcast again. And just, trying to get, I just really want to know, when or if it's going to be fixed. Basically, we've ruled out everything except for it being a line problem. And specifically, it happens during peak hours from 6 p.m. to about 11 p.m. In the evenings, pretty much every single night. Very occasionally it'll happen in the morning, but not as drastic. So, I've reached out to a few other people, since it looks like my local Comcast little office doesn't seem to want to tell me if they're doing anything, but it looks like from what I've seen and also heard, that it looks like they're just kind of pushing it off until basically pushing it off until they roll out gigabyte internet here, which seems to be happening sooner rather than later. I mentioned it yesterday, there's a bunch of crews. It looks like they're installing new like fiber or whatever they're putting down on the main roads around here. Like, it's not just like dinky little cables they're running. So it looks like they're doing that, and then I'm guessing phase 2 is running it into the actual neighborhoods. Thank you, Joe, for the follow. But when it comes to Frontline, I think most will agree. It's a pretty awesome game mode. I think it does have a couple issues with, as far as, I don't think it should be like easy to win, but I do feel like currently it's a little bit too hard for attackers to win sometimes, just because you need a lot more coordination as an attacking team than as a defending team. But I think people are going to catch on to it, to where as long as you're somewhat aggressive, especially early on as the attacking side, typically your team does decent. But fortunately, the best thing I think about Frontline, like outside of it just being really fun having objective-based matches in World of Tanks finally, is credits and experience. It's not entirely weighted on whether you win or lose. I think that was a good choice from Wargaming. Most of it's basically just tied off of personal experience. I should have banned what I hit him. Hello, Will. Nice to see you. Unfortunately, I should have gotten farther out somewhere. I'm just a little hesitant to do anything now because I'm probably going to get absolutely annihilated. But they're starting to push here, so I'll give it a whirl. This scent's not going to fall back enough for me to hit him, but I should be able to... Really? Hopefully you guys can hit him now. He turned. Nope, they fell back. Yeah, feel free, pretty much you can request any kind of tank. You know, I'll be doing tier 8s and frontline. I'll be playing, you know, different tiers and random battles. A little bit of everything here. Still kind of waking up a little bit though, so it might take me a battle or two to kind of get into the swing of things. Thank you very much for tipping Levi, Victor. He's a little mad at me now because he kind of knows when we give him like allergy shots what's going on. he gave me the look right before the stream of like the look of betrayal. Because we're giving him shots and it's only about once a month we have to give him now. So yeah, he's not exactly used to it as okay. You're pushing really far out there and nobody can pen him. Like, what the hell, people? Like, do you not know how to pen a PZ7? Like, thank you, T57, for trying to help. But, like, oh my god. That was just, like, painful to watch, to be honest. This Panther should spot him. Good, good. Come on. I'm probably gonna get derped here, but whatever. Yeah, I got penned with Hesh. Unfortunately, I didn't have a shot in the T-54. The M4, he pulled out a little bit further than I thought he was. But, oh well. I knew that was a possibility. The maximum size of the barracks, I don't think there is. Basically, you can spend gold to increase it, and like even back when there was tank rewards for the NA server, you could win, you know, free barrack slots and stuff like that, to where you'll never have to worry about running out of them, since you can, you know, just simply expand them if you need to be. But honestly, like, I don't know, it's just one of those features. I don't feel like we'll ever... Sure, I can platoon here, Grigsby. I always forget to mention that. You know, basically, even if you have like tanks in your garage and you don't have crews for them, you can just buy like tier 1s, tier 2s for nations, and they're really dirt cheap, and just stick your crews in them and just don't retrain them, more or less. That way, as long as you have a couple open barrack slots, you can still move all your crews around, if that makes sense. How many slots do I have? Like, I've never purchased any, but I have 149. So, I've got quite a few throughout the years of just accruing them from different events, like not frontline, but tank rewards, and also most likely their Halloween event they typically gave a lot out of. But basically, talking about that, Wargaming did bring up why, you know, tank rewards kind of end it, and in a way we might not actually see their Halloween event they did too. So two of the guys that worked for the NA office kind of did it in, you know, their spare time, more or less. You know, there were both of them, when Wargaming made the jump over to Texas, didn't stay on with the company. I forget their names, but more or less, you know, they're the ones that kind of set it up as far as the back end, the website, and all that. Of course, it was approved by Wargaming, but since, you know, they didn't make the jump over, they've kind of put that on the back burner. They said it might come back, but at the same time, it may be, I think it might be a little unlikely, seeing that they basically said these two guys, and one in particular, were kind of the, you know, entire team, I guess, that kind of developed it and actually ran it. So, it's a little unfortunate. I'm hoping though that they realize that it was a good idea and they should bring it back for the NA server. You know, honestly, all servers. Great. Hopefully that's not. I just heard someone outside of my house here. Which I am gonna have maybe by tonight, but definitely by this Sunday. Most likely my stream schedule is going to change a little bit. Just next week, hopefully we're going to kind of like a set schedule at work, which, you know, always has the possibility of changing. I work in a restaurant, and being the person in charge, I can't exactly take off if there's say like a gigantic wedding or something when I usually have off. But just switching my days up a little bit to where hopefully they shouldn't change after next week or the week after. It's just, you know, more or less me and my brother have been talking about doing it a week or so early, because he feels a little bit bad dealing with all this, the internet and whatnot is kind of putting a little bit of a strain on me sleep wise. But it's starting to get a little bit busier than it typically has been since we've been open more. So it's finally like just at the cusp of where we usually would, you know, add on another cook. I would say there's a strong possibility of, sounds like there's a maintenance truck out there. The amount of people that I now know that work for cable companies, or, you know, just Comcast, because that's the only one in my area, is pretty high. But luckily, you know, they're doing their best to help me out here. Okay. I did look up though, so Verizon Fios, it's pretty much near 0% chance of that ever coming to me. It's about 3 miles away from my house, and the only reason why is, I didn't even know this, but after digging up a little bit, so New Jersey actually went to court and sued Verizon. It was like 2 years ago, and basically specifically in South Jersey here, where, you know, Verizon more or less just wasn't fixing infrastructure problems and just kind of, you know, not servicing their users. I'm trying to hit here. Users well enough, I guess, from what I was reading, to where New Jersey basically sued them. They won, and Verizon is forced to basically repair everything, and they've kind of stated they're not expanding the Fios, at least for the very foreseeable future, which is unfortunate. But I guess that's why they kind of stopped right in my area. Politics. But anyway, I'm kind of crapping it up here. I only got one shot. Going up here, I'm hoping they'll be fine up there. It's like, I'm going down here mainly because, you know, it's just a Yag Tiger that's camping, and Grigsby. So I'm gonna try to help Grigsby out here. Granted, I'm camping too. Ah, crap. I did not think that I got spotted. I guess there's something else in the area. I don't exactly have the best view range, so I can't complain too much. So it's not max, but it's close to max, but still. Here's usually why I have optics and stuff on my tanks. I always like knowing that I can at least see as far as pretty much anybody else that runs optics. Crap. Hey, trying to get through there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Sorry, Grigsby. I played this wrong though. I should have went to the other flank. which I'm still spotted. We still have a good chance of winning this. But I have a very strong feeling that I'm gonna start getting RD'd here. I think it's almost guaranteed at this point. But we really need those guys to come back, because if they flank us like, yeah, the C-75's doing, I'm definitely going to take one shot here. I'm going to try to track him. But yeah, it's just we need those guys that won that flank to basically come over and give us a hand. My only hope is to, oh, there we go, is to get up there so he bounces. He's just gonna push me out though. Whew, thank you, Artie. I don't even care that he RD'd me. That was the right call. Could have killed me, but basically we need to get tanks here. Alright, I have an HE shell unfortunately, but I'm just gonna stick with it. Not that it hit. But come on guys, you can do it! Push! It's not that hard! Like, I'll give you some Levi biscuits. This is T-25, good. They're actually starting to shoot him. Say eventually the T-25 or the P-44 Pantera. And he's over there. But unfortunately, yeah. Need to, our T-10's still in play, so we should be fine here. But this is making it a little bit difficult. You know, more difficult than it should be. Again, feel free to request any tanks. Yeah, I'm going to be hopping in the front line probably after the next couple battles here. Alright, but meanwhile, let me hop into a grind. Why don't I hop into the P-43 here. After last night, I'm still kind of keeping an eye over here, but I don't think I'm gonna have any issues streaming you know, this morning. So the P-43, I decided just to start at tier 5 for the Italian tanks. The ones prior, it's not like they're bad or anything, it's just not too interesting for me to honestly grind beneath tier 5 at this point. Hopefully I'll actually have time. I've played enough and also looked to a little bit more into the stats to where I can add these Italian tanks into my which tank line is right for you guide. Just need time to actually, you know, write everything out. But so far, you know, still kind of remains that I think the tier 8 is probably the best tank. The tier 9 is probably the best one after that, and then the tier 10 is fun, but it's not always the most practical tier 10 just because it has issues with DPM. Basically, you're penalized for having the auto reloading system, and you're penalized for being a single shotgun if you use it that way too. Whereas the tier 8 and 9, you know, if you use it single shot, you can kind of play as a standard tank, and you're a little bit less on the DPM department, but not by much. The tier 10 just gets massively hit. They're probably going to end up buffing it. But the tanks that come before that, you know, tier 5, 6, 7, they're not you know, anything like spectacular, but I will say they're basically just middle of the pack as far as performance goes. There's nothing wrong with it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of, you know, kind of like the Czechoslovakian tanks, to where the mid tiers, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. There's, you know, there's nothing like too standoutish about them. So, which that's how I feel like most tanks should be, that when they're released, you know, well balanced, you know, not bad, not good. So there we go. So I'm really excited. I haven't been able to set it up well enough because, you know, I've been a little bit busy, but basically I did get that on, I bought this a stream deck, which will help me do different stuff with, you know, spinning the Streamlabs wheel and, you know, different commands, and muting the desktop for when these rockets fly. Specifically did it muting the desktop for this map. So far we're a little bit weak on this side, but the T-67 fortunately got out far enough for us, so that'll help a little bit. I should still be able to get out here. There's a Type 58, but I'm hoping he didn't push there. But since they got him out, I'll be perfectly fine to go on the left here. It's just they're going to be looking at their team. They're going to be heavy in the south. Usually mid-tier matches, that's what the other team does. Where our team did push out a little bit further than what's probably safe, but they can still win it down there. You know, we have a pretty good leg up on them now, but I probably shouldn't have went. I shouldn't have went angled that way. I should have just exposed a little bit of my tank and hope that he missed me. Like he just did. That's the proper way of going around a corner when you know that the enemy's there. Right, he's gonna have to do something. I'm just waiting a second longer just to make sure that his PV4 wasn't going to encounter anything else. There's still probably something back there, but at the end of the day, we gotta try something here. Crap! Of course, I got ammo racked. Come on, M4. You can help us here, bud. Thank God. Okay, need to dive down here. Yeah, I'm doing requests, Laboba. Feel free to pop some in. Right now I have the FV 4202 up next, but I've noticed since Frontline has come out, you know, I'm not doing entirely Frontline today. Doing like half, you know, random battles, half Frontline. Honestly, requests, you know, I haven't really gotten many. Which, you know, I don't mind doing grinds and stuff and picking my own tanks, but I do like playing tanks that you guys pick for me. Regardless of whether or not they're, like sometimes people want to see me play like bad tanks on purpose. I'm perfectly fine with that. But, because typically, like if it's up to me, like I usually play like T110E3 or a grind, stuff like that. But it's always fun popping into different little things. But I get asked that a lot, like, why do I play stuff like TOG 2? Forget what else people ask me. Like, I don't get too many AMX 40 requests, but, you know, at least we did win Karelia. But, nice little win here. Didn't really do too much, but, you know, we got a W. So, let's hop into the FV 4202. Probably after the T-57, I'll give Frontline a whirl and see if there's enough in the queue. Thank you very much for the bits, Labobo. Actually reminds me. I said to respond to a PM. I forgot Alright. But yeah, as far as so getting back to, I mentioned I have a little bit of a stream schedule change. More or less, I think it's only gonna affect maybe like one night. I'm just gonna have to change. It's still going back to next week. I should be streaming Wednesday mornings instead of Thursday morning here. But more or less, there shouldn't be too many changes. I plan on keeping, I hope, Sunday night, Wednesday morning, and then, you know, I've been doing Wednesday night and Thursday night. Basically, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be Wednesday night that's going to change. But just trying to figure everything out. It's, you know, I got to juggle my work schedule, stream schedule, and then Ryan's got to juggle teaching, which, you know, is pretty easy for me because I don't stream too much when she's teaching. Obviously, I'm always at work, but she's also bartending a little bit. All right, got to keep everyone happy, especially Levi. Hello, Englewood. Nice to see you. Hope all is well. Alright, so being bottom tier here on Mountain Pass seems like I'm always bottom tier on Mountain Pass when I get it. I'm just gonna wait and see how many people actually come down here. If a lot of our heavies, which it looks like they're coming this way, kind of like stay in the center, our top tier ones, then I'd probably reposition myself somewhere instead of staying here. But and get hit by Artie. I have to keep an eye out for. I say off the top of my head, I actually have no idea when Frontline starts, so maybe I can't do it. I didn't even know that they had a timer on it. It goes to show how much I've been able to keep up with different little things in the game. Thank you. I knew something was gonna come eventually, but he direct hit me, unfortunately. So far we have enough tanks to be able to deal with them. I'm just kind of biding time. I'm stunned, of course. I don't have a med kit. Thanks for the ultimate challenge, Cut. Oh god. Please don't push on me. These three guys, if they push up, we should be good. And now, yep, 2 more tanks came up. Now we're not good. Whoop. Yep, there goes my HP. One little mistake. I was just trying to... and I died from Artie. So that hasn't happened in a while. Man, he really wanted to kill me. But, I honestly would have thought that he'd shoot those 3 tanks because, you know, they're tier 9s and 10s, but yeah, he really wanted to get me there. But, alright. But, nah, I wasn't playing too well there. I should have went with what I kind of had my backup planned as, but which, since we had the center and there wasn't too many people there, we had a lot of people on the bridge, I more or less was just gonna, I was gonna drop down and just kind of spot here a little bit and see if I can't do something there. But, yeah, I was kind of being stubborn. But once those 3 extra tanks popped up in the south, there went any chance of us actually pushing, so I should have just ran away. Okie dokie. So I got the T-57 Heavy up next here, and during that I'll open up a bet for the challenge. I'll do the challenge right after. So I guess I won't be doing any frontline, come to think of it, since it's not available. Thanks for kind of pointing that out, Englewood. I haven't streamed in the morning since that came out. That's a little bit depressing, but yeah. I do stream again tonight. Barring any, you know, basically my internet problem is always during peak hours in my area, so here's to hoping everyone decides to like go out for dinner or something and not stay home and stream some Netflix. And I say the Object 430U is a nasty tank to have to face. It doesn't have any turret weak spots really, especially for non-tier 10 gold rounds. So you're kind of stuck trying to hit it in the lower plate, flanking it and hitting it in the side. Otherwise, you know, it's pretty much a, or not pretty much, it is a heavy tank, you know, especially if you're not in a tier 10. But even if you're in a tier 10, it tries to face hug you. You know, you don't have too many options available. I'm gonna open up a bet here. So after this match coming up, the T-57 Heavy, I'm gonna have a ultimate challenge. So I have to do 2.5 times the HP total of a tank. It's randomly kind of picked. It's going to be tier 7 to 10, and I got to do it in damage assistant block. So if you want to enter, you just type !bet, press space. Option 0, you think I'm going to win it. Option 1, you think I'm going to lose it. And yeah, you can bet 1 to 2,000 Levi biscuits. Let me get a couple more. Or I got a E54 request here. I don't mean to sound pushy here. I'm just finally like starting to wake up, and the coffee's starting to kick in for me. I drank a little bit of coffee before I had to go into work yesterday on my day off for like a half shift, and I walked in and a couple of the guys who were there, they're like, "Ah, you're running around a lot," like, because usually I don't drink coffee when I'm at work because I basically move too fast. It was kind of funny. Hello, Steinhelm. Yeah, I got killed. I don't know why he was focusing on me, but tier 10 already killed me when I was in a tier 8, but he got me out. We did win Mountain Pass though, thankfully. I didn't really accomplish too much though. Up next here though, you know, we'll see what Streamlabs gives me on the wheel for Ultimate Challenge. But nice job in that match, Grigsby. I'm guessing, yeah, they capped out. It's all good. Yeah, sometimes like which I actually forgot. I need to fix this. I forgot to turn on my light here. I'll do that after I get this army, or not army, the helmet off. I knew I was forgetting something setting up this morning, because I tried to sleep as long as possible since I was up really late last night, and Levi was He wasn't cooperating too much this morning with me. The Super Pershing actually used to be a lot slower, believe it or not. They did buff the mobility a little bit, but yeah, it actually used to be slower. But it's just mainly try to avoid, you know, like soft ground areas and trying to go up inclines unless you have to. But for anyone that's watching who might just be catching a stream for the first time or two, if you use exclamation point request, press space, type a tank after it like Snitzel did, you can request a tank for me to play. If you don't know what tanks I have, underneath the stream in the panels, you'll see an area called tank request list. If you click it, it'll pop you over to a list of all the tanks I own. I guess I could have popped my little light on here. The problem I have is I need to reconfigure all my wires here for the PCs. I gotta plug it in every single time. Just a little, it's like a little ring light that sits next to my webcam. Yeah, the Super Pershing, I can do that. I know once I take this thing off, this battle's gonna start. Alright. Which I'm guessing, you know, now that they put, you know, the patch out, Frontline's going well, we should see something by the end of the week. Usually Wargaming's fairly predictable with their, you know, unfortunately a lot of World of Tanks blogs stop calling them leaks because almost all of them are like community contributors, specifically like through EU and RU, and you know, they kind of get press packets, they kind of release or briefings. But Wargaming, I would assume by Thursday or so, we should start seeing a couple little teasers, possibly like a map or two as far as for the next patch, and probably more on the new Russian tier 10 tanks, the medium and the heavy. Because usually their timeline, we should see like Super Test is probably going to start very shortly, if not by the end of this week. And then it's about a week to two after that when we see the public test server start. Yeah, the Super Pershing's more of a heavy, but you know, in a way, not. Hello, Rich. Nice to see you. What kind of tanks are decent for frontline? Really, it just depends on the certain situation that you're in. I would say the best tanks for the most situations are probably either something with a lot of armor but decent mobility, so like a Defender, AMX M449, T-2065 Patriot. But outside of that, like medium tanks with accurate guns, good mobility. Man, we got timed out there. That's depressing. There isn't a lot of people on, but hell, I think that we could get some. But with the way matchmaking works, there's probably no other platoon at tier 10. I'd say we can try again here for a minute. But matchmaking, it's why they don't want to put too many rules in place. Like right now, there's not a ton of people online, to be honest. Basically, the more rules they put into place for matchmaking, specifically they added in, you know, they try to balance out platoons on the team. So if you're in like a 3-5-7 setup at tier 10, more or less it's going to try to put another tier 10 platoon on the other team, and if it doesn't have it, that's why it kind of holds you. But yeah, it does seem like we're having some problems, and There's not even that much people online right now. Typically at this point there's about 5 to 6,000, but it's about 37 here. But give it till 2 minutes here and see. Hello Brian, nice to see you. And Morty. I'm glad you get to pop in, Brian. Thanks for tipping Levi Biscuit though, Snitzel. Okay. Well, thanks for the fights, Grigsby. Sorry the matchmaking isn't working out too well here. We should see it. It might take, it still might take a minute here, but I should be able to get into one now. But that's where, like, when people say, like, they need to do this with matchmaking, that with matchmaking, Wargaming's right to where, especially during, like, off-peak hours, even for the EU server, but specifically the NA server, SEA server, it does make it kind of impossible to get matches, which I'm running into. I see this guy every single stream. Or, yeah, he's on my blacklist. Bond. James Bond. Every single stream in the morning I see him. Where, basically it's really difficult the more restrictions you put on it. So I'm going to start with heat. Just seeing, I'm probably going to run into, I don't even know. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. We did do pretty well as far as winning goes. It was a nice little stretch there. Thanks again for platooning. I wish, the matchmaking worked out a little bit better for us. I really don't know where I want to head. I think I'm going to play this side, but I kind of was thinking I wanted to go to the hill. It sounds strange, but I know if I kind of go 7-8 line and the typical heavy road, I'm just going to honestly run into, I shot a little high there. I'm just going to run into, the Type 5. Really hope he can't hit me. I know I can hit him. Load down. Let's see what we see on the hill. I mainly went over here though because since we're not going to have a super strong presence over in the 7-8 line, I can still help there. I can shoot the hill if I need to, if they push up. Which, yeah, I'm gonna have to jump in. I guess got spotted again. Don't want to get him stuck out. Come on, accuracy. Time to backtrack a little bit here. Our hill's being swarmed, and yeah, this is this is not going well right now. I'm getting spotted from over there in the hill. I'm gonna take a little leap of faith. I hope that nobody's there. Hello, Historian. Nice to see you. Kinda glad I didn't. Hey, little dog. He acts like he hasn't gotten tipped a couple times here. I probably should have went to the hill, but looking at how fast that went, I probably wouldn't have been able to do much. Just one clip, maybe. Crap. I should have Wayne it. That's not good. I don't know what our E5's doing. Don't do that, Borsig. You're just gonna die. Our E5 like stayed out there thinking he'd be able to take on all these people pushing down. Okay, here comes this IS-7. Not good for me. I definitely am gonna get flanked though before too long. Ooh, I set him on fire, but he has a auto fire extinguisher. Okay, a Type 5's heading up here. I've gotta push this way. Gotta try keep enough distance. We're down by 4. This IS-7 though, yeah, he's not gonna give me a clean shot. Crap, I could have I could have just got him. I was looking a little bit off. Yeah, I just screwed that up massively. Now this Type 5 is probably gonna be able to catch me. Yep, I'm done. That's a pretty big error that I made there. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm donezo. Granted, the likelihood of us winning this was still pretty low, but had a chance there. I should have been able to kill that IS-7 a couple times, but oh well. Oh god. Thanks for tipping Levi well. I hate when I make stupid little mistakes like that, but yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna have a ultimate challenge up here next. I gotta get this light on very quickly. It will only take me a second though. I knew it felt a little dark in here. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, unfortunately, like, even though I got tap damage on my team, I kind of blew it for him. I should have been able to get the IS-7, and then that would have given me a chance, honestly, to take on both the 257 and the 430. If I had clipped then, a lot of ifs, but yeah. Anyway, let's get going for the challenge here. So I'm gonna have to play so much easier being able to just tap a button for this now. I'm gonna have to play the a tier 10 heavy tank. Alright, so let's get the betting closed here. Seems like you guys have a lot of faith in me this morning. So I'm gonna have to do 2.5 times the HP total of a tank in damage, assist, and block. Last time I think I picked like the 705A. I don't know what I want to go with, to be honest. Why don't I go with the IS-7? I say somebody just won the roll dice. It's all good, Brian. You know, when you find yourself, you know, getting frustrated with the game and stuff, basically I just recommend just changing, not to say like expectations or something, but you know, mistakes like that I can kind of blame myself, but you just focus a little bit. Uh-oh. Let me just, I gotta fix something real fast here. What is... There we go. But let me start a giveaway. I'm a little confused right now. Alright, so I have to get 6,000 damage the system block here. But yeah, for whatever reason, just very briefly, my chat didn't... Oh, there we go. I scrolled up. Congrats, Snitzel, for rolling 100 and winning the jackpot. I was confused because just for a second here, Streamlabs, but OBS gave me a little error saying my encoding maxed out, which should never happen. I set everything up to where my CPU always maxes out highest, like 90%. But it was just a little hiccup on something. But congrats, Snitzel, for winning the jackpot on roll dice. For anyone that doesn't know that command, if you type !roll dice, press space, and then you can bet, I think, up to 5,000. I think I have it set up as. If you hit 100, you win the jackpot. So we haven't hit it yet before, where he won something like 20 something thousand Levi biscuits. Hello, Dean. Nice to see you. Okie dokie. So I actually think I'm gonna play the one line. I think it's just with this tank, if the E5's not over here, if I can get up early, I'll be able to push. But it's definitely rolling the dice because it might leave my team a little weak in the town. But currently with Fisherman's Bay, it's still a better play if you can win this. It's just they made it harder to win this because you can get shot a lot easier here. And it takes a little bit longer, especially from this side, than it did before to push up. But your team can be perfectly fine sending people to the center, and if you don't have the town, you're already set up over here. You have a couple tanks in the center, and basically it's a viable tactic. Yeah, basically every stream from now on, if I get through your tank request, you can pop another one right into the queue, and that's perfectly fine. I basically just say, you know, one per person at a time, more or less. We're only in like small circumstances will I, like, towards the end of the stream, like if someone, say I played like 2 or 3 tanks for him and someone pops in at the end and requests the tank, I might just nudge that up a couple notches. But that's kind of funny, Dean. Oh Lord. See, the Batchat 12T, I like that spot, but you can't see everything. To where usually I would go there if I'm from the north, but from the south here, there's too many bushes that you can't see everything. Alright, so there is the E5 here, but I don't think that they're gonna press on me. If I had to guess, there is already, unless he moved, literally right here. Ah, nice, you got the IS-7, congrats. Okay, of course this little Batchat spotted him. I mainly loaded APCR for him. But the Yag, yeah, he's still, let's say he's still trying to, I thought he was going to back up and then I'd start shooting the E5. But when you're top tier, you know, and you have some armor on this map, just freaking push this side. Like, you might end up like really regretting it, but more often than not, as long as you have some people behind you, which with the amount of TDs on our team, I knew I was gonna have plenty of support. You just basically raffle stomp this entire side. I was gonna take a big hit. Unfortunately, I'm stunned here. Awesome, awesome. They need to worry a little bit about over here. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, I got really lucky. He hit me in the track. Yeah, he's gonna pop back. I had to reach, what, 6,000 damage assist and block? Thank you very much for the ultimate challenge, Cut. I kind of, I blew past it here, though. Thank you very much for it, though. I always have fun doing these, where, you know, sometimes I'll kind of go all in, and just seeing the matchmaking here, you know, I'd be dumb not to basically press as hard as I can in an IS-7 on this map while being one of two top tier tanks. I set them on fire. No fire extinguisher, which is just rolling in the air. I did see that there was a message, but yeah, typically it can be a little hard sometimes on Twitch to figure out if it's live or not because the chat rolls by. Alright, come on RNG, keep giving it to me here. I've got a ramming perk. I was gonna say I was gonna ram the hell out of that guy. Gift wrap battle. I did get a little bit lucky with the matchmaking, I will say that, but yeah, you still have to execute. Ah, I shot low. Maybe I can get him. Don't steal my ram. This is my KV5 crew, so I've got the ramming crew skills on it to maximize ramming potential in that tank. Not that I play the KV5 much anymore, but I used to play it a ton. So I would say pretty good challenge. 5,800 damage, 3,000 block, and 3,700 assist. Thanks again, Cut. I admit though, I got really lucky with the matchmaking. I kind of felt a little bit dirty once I got through that first little bump entering that valley. I pretty much knew it was going to be a steamroll. So I got an ace tanker, steel ball, high caliber Confederate award. Yeah, pretty much easily the enemy team didn't stand a chance there. But yeah, we just 15-0'd the enemy team, and yeah, needless to say, that was a really fun and quick, you know, it lasted a little bit longer than I thought, 5 minutes and 33 seconds. But all in all, thanks again for the challenge. Say maybe I can finally catch up on some of these clips I need to do. And that's definitely gonna end up being on YouTube. But you know, thanks again. Let me, all you guys bet on me winning, so here we go. And also congratulations. Oh Lord, Victor, you are still on a roll here. I think you won 3 raffles last night and you just won another one. You are lucky. Alright. Congratulations though. And thanks again for the battle. That was pretty awesome. Complete it. I better complete a frickin' mission for that match. Alright, so got the T-30, a Scorpion, I'm guessing that's the tier 7, and then the Scorpion G after that as well. good. So let me hop into... I'm going to do one grind here before hopping into the T54, UDES, etc, etc. Let me just get into this really fast. So SU 100 here. Let's see you, Cut. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. So, one thing when it comes to acing tanks, and it even applies to like marks of excellence, it comes down to spotting your own damage, and especially assist damage, to where if you're not spotting it solely, you can still shoot. You'll see a lot of times, even when, like, you know, I'm not always trying to, like, not that it's padding, but you always basically want to aim for like the front rear track wheels if you have a side shot and you know you can pen there, rather than kind of going center mass. You'll see a lot of players do it. So say if you're aiming at the SU-100 here and you have a side shot, some people might just like shoot in this area, which, you know, it's a high percentage chance of hitting, but if you have the accuracy and stuff, try shooting right here instead to knock the track out. You do damage, and if they're tracked and they don't have a repair kit, awesome, you have better shots and they can't shoot you back, but your teammates doing damage, you basically net, you're guaranteed to net some assist damage. But that can help with aces and stuff like that. Okie dokie, so I'm gonna set up over here, or I don't know, I'm gonna set up in the center. Thank you very much for the bits, Brian. That battle woke me up a little bit. I'm still dragging a little bit here since I was up a little bit. I basically stayed up until like 3 hours before I usually wake up in the morning for work. That's no good. Oh lord, that little tank's gotta... Are you gonna let me up? Thank you. Let the big tank come up here. I know. Spoil Levi and he makes sure you win a few extra bets. Or not bets, raffles. If it was up to him, that would be the case. Levi is very, very loyal to people who give him food. Like, I had him at the restaurant the other day. I was just kind of wasting time waiting for Ryan, so she had to run into... Yeah, you can ping me all you want, dude. You're actually, you're going on my blacklist because it doesn't make sense for me right now to pop out in this tank. Especially with people here, I have clear as day shots on them once they push up all the way. But the Oni is pushing. So, I'm gonna give it another second or two. Yeah, they're not gonna push. But, no! I meant to do that. But, no, I didn't. Oh, God. No! Just taking the road less, or the path less traveled here. I can't even describe what I just did there. Unfortunately, I can't clip the last little bit out there. Somehow I didn't take damage throughout all that, though. So there's that. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit, Dean. Oh, God. Honestly, though, that guy pinging me, like, I'm in a TD. It's not a bad spot to go to in a TD, because it looked like they were going to push up here and start taking shots into the center, which is why I typically go there. But, like, it's not like I was going to stay there for the entire battle. So, like, back off, dude. That's what I think I'm going to do for the other helmet, honestly. Something to do with my very interesting driving skills. I didn't want to set up on this side, but I guess I will. Got that 24 assist damage there. Just the E25 I don't want to get hit by. Okay. Hey, I'm not going to get lucky if I go down there. I'm just going to push now. The E25 is like the last remaining tank. But not a great battle. My team basically smacked them down early, which is great, but you know, I kind of set up for worst case scenario. I do that a little bit more often when I'm in a TD on this map, or even a light, because for whatever reason, a lot of times when I decide to push, and even if it makes sense, just looking at how my team sets up, for whatever reason I just die in the first few seconds. Oh, come on. There we go. Thank you for ramming me that second time. Granted, I just died from Artie. Shouldn't count when I die from Artie and it's the last thing left. But here we go again. Artie helmet it is. I still can't believe that driving path I took, that I didn't take any damage. And yeah, can't explain it. You got a little dog. Yeah, thanks for, yeah, I got 2 ram kills the last couple battles. So nice little win. Somehow I ended up top 4, but this guy was kind of annoying, pinging that early. So how do you get the circles on the minimap? So just go into settings and right here, enable expanded minimap features always, and then click these right there. Basically, I just check everything off, whether it comes to that, you know, checking off all the events and everything as well. I don't use any mods when it comes to stuff that you see in battles. So if you ever see it, like on my stream, me playing, and it's in a battle, everything's vanilla. It's in the client. The only mod that I'm going to add back in after they get rid of this hanger is the hangman mod that'll change it basically to different maps in the garage. No problem. Shiz. Or LOL. I'm really bad at pronouncing a couple things, but we're more than a couple things. Let me be honest. Okie dokie. So T-54 here. I should put the helmet on before. Good point. I think I'm gonna get myself in trouble for you know, having this helmet and then the second one back there. Honestly, I just need to get like a breather to actually have time. So I need to basically need to disinfect it again. It's a little bit mildewy. It was probably sitting somewhere in the UK for I don't even know how many years. But I basically need to build that one. I took out the headset that was in there because nothing uses the connector that was in there. Plus they were broken. But I basically need to build I already have it all planned out. A headset, a small one, into the helmet I have behind me. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's back on the shelf. One of these days I'll get to it. Alright, so I got a few people behind me. I'm gonna play this a little bit more aggressively than you might think. Come on, TDs. Push up here. You can't take shots if you're that far back. That's the downside of going up here, is if people are sitting that far back, they're not going to be able to shoot what you're spotting. Luckily, I've got a Batchat up here who's doing an awesome job. Yeah, so it's, yeah, British Falkland era tank helmet. Ooh, there's a FE-4005 is up here. That does not bode well for me. He can pen me. Well, pretty easily. If I expose any little bit of my hull. They're about to lose. They lost the T-49 scout, and they might lose me if they don't. Gotta push up to about H2. So seeing that I'm here, you know, they should be a little bit more willing to push up, but awesome. They got the WZ-111 out. But this spot, it's pretty awesome. As long as you're kind of in a little compact tank or something with a lot of frontal armor, it's a really good spot. Unless they push in and get you. There's always that caveat. A little concerning that I don't see shots heading and hitting this guy, even though it looks like they did track him once. Just a little bit concerning. Alright, so seeing that there's guys there, I'm just gonna back off a little bit here. Just, if I'm close, they're gonna proxy spot me. Getting lots of assist damage, luckily. But I don't actually want to crest here. I'm just trying to keep them spotted. Luckily, there already hasn't focused on me yet. I'm sure they will at some point, though. Yep, T95's up here now. That's not good. When he's elevated, it's a little hard to not get shot. Yeah, I was gonna let him. But the T95 pushing high there, that kind of ruined my spot there. So I can't go over there anymore. He's gonna be able to hit me. I'm just waiting a couple extra seconds. These TDs are moving up. This might end up with me dying, but I kind of hope my team can live with that if I do end up dying. So they're pushing really good on the other side. Just trying to approach this. Oh, crap, this is not good. Not dead. Really surprised that I'm not dead. But we're about to have our entire team aiming at this area. I can't let this M48 beat me. So even if I die, so be it. But at least I got 2 extra spots there. But hopefully they can take the T30 out. Awesome. But more or less, still a pretty good battle. Not a lot of damage, but almost 6,000 assist damage. So honestly, just crippling them there, taking that advanced spot. I was really surprised not, you know, the amount of tanks they have left, they're all in this one little area. To where I thought they'd put more over here, but, you know, it still worked out to where as long as we have a tank that's able to kind of bop in and spot, we'll be fine. But we'll see. But more or less, I was kind of curious to see how fast this would end. But if they lose this, I'm gonna be extremely shocked. But anyway, gonna hop into the next battle. Moving along. So the Udez 3 is my next tank request, which feel free to keep popping more tank requests in. I got plenty of time here. I'll take a look back on that battle after this one now. Great Udez. It's just a reminder again. I should know maybe by tonight, if not Sunday stream. Stream schedule is going to change a little bit, but next week it's going back to basically Wednesday morning, my stream. Almost positive, but a couple night streams are going to change next week. Just hopefully I'm going to be on my kind of set schedule for the summer here at work. Not that it's summer yet, but it's been a little bit busy at the restaurant. Yesterday was very fun. Having so we had a lunch party, just 2 cooks. You know, I popped in because the other guy was there the rest of the day. Hey, there's the James Bond guy again. He's my new Joe Biden. We had to cook about 40 people all at once. Just one ticket. It's not very fun, but we made it work. But I've got the same thing tomorrow, basically. We're having a lot of lunch parties. It's just strange for anyone, you know, not that a lot of people probably have worked in the restaurant business, especially like on the back end, like the kitchen end. Just usually lunch is like, I don't know, like the redheaded stepchild, more or less. Like, nobody likes cooking it just because, you know, you have so many different things mainly that it doesn't seem hard on paper, but oh lord, it doesn't seem hard on paper. These things are just still way too loud. But like a bunch of different proteins and stuff to where everything takes a little bit, you know, different lengths of time to cook, or, you know, different temperatures, and yeah. Uh-oh. That's not good, Labobo. Good luck with that. Don't get in trouble because of the stream here. Deny everything. Blame it on a coworker. Right. I hope you the best of luck. Okay, well, I say if I ever get audited at work, it's gonna be someone in my family. Oof. The downside of working with family is if there's ever any issues, you know, you're getting yelled at by, like, say, an aunt, father, brother, whatever else, you know. That has its perks, though. What William said. Ah, Lord, I missed again. That's on me. Yeah, we about to get screwed. So now, come on, guys. You may want to, like, run away. Like, hello, Artie. Do you not see the massive amount of tanks pushing into us? I don't know why I'm going this far, but I am. We're up by 5. Really crappy battle for me, but, you know, unfortunately with this tank, sometimes you kind of get hit hard when your team does too well, because it's not like you can like rush into the fray of things. So I'm just trying to set up to where, unless everybody went back, which it's kind of looking a little bit likely, I should get a little bit of damage here, and just kind of make sure they're not going to cap out. Try not to knock down too many trees. It's my specialty. Crap. Did a bit further back. Some. Okay. I should be safe to push now. T-30's at their base. RD's probably a little preoccupied. And I have a 704. Okay, he actually got up here. He probably used the one-line route. So you can actually go through here now. I'd almost guarantee that's what he used. I'm about to get hit by a 1390, I think. Nope. Good. Oh. Well, best of luck, Labobo. I hope it goes well. Hopefully it's not a trap from IT. I shouldn't have done that, because now he's going to be able to set up here. Whatever, I'm going to go for it. I'm gonna get RD'd. I already have the helmet on, but whatever. Never mind. No doubts in my mind I was gonna survive that. Got that little bugger spotted. Here we go. So not exactly the craziest match in the world, but it's starting to get a little close, so I definitely gotta keep the pressure on here. Like, you know, we're down to just 4 tank difference. We only have 3 standard tanks. They still have an object 430. Really hoping our RD can pull something out and keep pressure on this guy. Both of them should be able to hit him. They don't have anything else to fire at. I know I don't have any shots right now. If he keeps pushing, yep. He definitely got the oh-ho. Ooh. Oh lord, our RD. They do not know how to lead targets. There we go. I put him down. So very bad start, but good finish. The Udez, compared to say like the Strive S1, so that has a little bit more armor. You can bounce some lower caliber shells. Udez has no armor, but forward and reverse is really fast. You know, even better tier 9 and 10, you know, Swedish TDs. The Udez beats them out when it comes to mobility. So try to use that. Ended up with top 3 damage, almost all of it at the end of the game when we're starting to struggle a little bit. But that could have went bad very quickly. It was just basically I was trying not to get flanked when I start playing a little bit more aggressively. Alright, so let's see, I've got the Super Pershing up next here. Hop into this guy. The main thing with the Super Pershing, but sometimes I forget about, before I hop into the battle, you don't want to over angle it, because you're going to take damage really easily, and especially ammo rack damage. But when you're cresting hills and stuff, and you're kind of coming over, a lot of people know pretty much aiming here, you know, basically this little outline, they're going to pen you every time. And especially you can pen here in most tanks as well if they can hit these you know, exposed areas. But if you turn your turret a little bit, you can see basically it gets a lot bigger. So a lot of the weak spots you're going to get shot at are high up on your tank, to where you just gotta, oh lord, exit that battle, because we did not win that T-54 match. How did they draw that battle? We're up by 5 tanks or so, and the enemy was all in one spot. Oh, like that's depressing, to be honest. Like I know they had some really big guns left, but like I don't know how you end up drawing that, you know? But, you know, I didn't do much damage, but I died pretty early and top 2 experience from just spotting. Like this guy spotted quite a bit, 5,800, and that's just depressing. I beat him out a little bit with spotting, but yeah, I can't believe we lost that one. That's sad. I guess I could have waited like an extra 30 seconds to push in, maybe for someone else to draw the fire, but yeah. Well, can't blame myself for that. Yeah, I might have made a mistake or two, but our team was in a really good spot to win that. Alright, so hopefully this stays off for a few minutes here. Or I should say a few battles. Hey little dog. I don't know if you guys can... Yeah, you can kind of see him back there. And I think he's still angry at me for giving him his allergy shot this morning. But anyway, Super Pershing, T30, Scorpion, and the Scorpion G. I still have, you know, plenty of time to keep doing requests. After this next little batch, I'll probably hop into a grind or two before getting to the next ones. But, you know, feel free to request away. Tonight, when I come back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know, hopefully, you know, it's about 50-50 whether or not the internet's going to be stable, but I'm going to try to do Frontline and then, you know, a couple battles in between and see how that works. But, you know, I'm hoping it's like Tuesday night stream instead of last night's stream. But I should be hearing back today about the whatchamajig, the status of what's going on out there, you know, as far as the internet. Or at least I hope. Alright, so we have a lot of people going to the center for once. I will leave that to them. I'm not top tier, but if we have 3 people going here, I have all the faith in the world to an extent that they'll be able to... Also, I tracked them. Come on, team! Team! No? Literally, I tracked the guy and nobody shot him. Well, that's not a good sign. My faith has been lowered a little bit. Because, like, these guys still could have stopped and taken a shot. And the same with them. Gotta straighten out here. Alright, so good. They cleared E1, hopefully. The Charioteer is pretty fast, so there shouldn't be anything else there. But I wouldn't be able to keep up with them pushing. I might not even run into anything here, to be honest, but ah, crap, I should have taken that. I was trying to get a slightly better shot. Oh, that doesn't sound very fun, Labobo. Albeit, you know, it sounds weird. Oh my god, they got a lot of people. It sounds weird that I say I actually don't mind when health inspectors come, as long as I'm not like super busy, because I use it as an opportunity to where sometimes like they're not like health violations, but I'll be like, hey, it's like, should we fix something like this? And it'll be like something that I kind of know that we need done, and like me and my brother, you know, want our maintenance staff to like fix something, and he'll kind of note it in his report, like in the notes. So, but it's just a way to make some progress here or there. See ya, Englewood. Thanks for stopping in for a little bit. I hope you have a nice end to your day. I figured I wasn't going to be able to do that. So unfortunately here, I'm not playing this very well for super Pershing, because I know I'm going to get shot going here, and yet I keep poking out in front of Scorpion G shooting APCR, so he can pen like 80+% of my armor, even if I have it pointing directly at him or, you know, angled perfectly. Yeah. But at least my team's doing extremely well here. The enemy, for whatever reason, decided to go the northwest area that has no cover and isn't even on the flag side, so you know, I appreciate it. But basically, the super Pershing, it's good because it's good at a little bit of everything. But the problem you have is, you know, the armor isn't like ironclad. It's got a lot of holes in it, and the gun's a little inaccurate at times, to where carrying a bit of APCR can help kind of power through some shots. But you know, it's a tank to where you don't want to like force things against tier 8s and up like head on. You want to kind of outplay them a little bit and hopefully kind of sneak in, kind of blend in, and, you know, just rack up a lot of damage without losing HP. And then later on in the battle, since you can do a little bit of everything, that's when you start shining, and you're able to do a little bit of, you know, tanking and, you know. But unfortunately here, basically the Scorpion G took off, I don't even know how much when it comes to, or no, he killed me all 3 shots. He's the only one that has done damage to me, I think. I'll take a look. But APCR from a Scorpion G, you know, tier 9s and stuff, they're gonna cut through you decently, to where you basically just don't want to give them shots like I was, you know, popping out and they're pre-aimed and stuff. So when it comes to the stream resolution, I stream at 1080p, but it's basically sometimes you don't get transcoding. I'm only an affiliate, I'm not a partner, but not a great battle here. But I was kind of locked down from Mr. Scorpion G, so oh well. But you know, it's still an alright fight. We won pretty easily there. But basically the strength of the super Pershing, preferential matchmaking, and, you know, it has a little bit of everything. It's just avoid fighting like head on against tanks that either have really good guns or really high HP and armor and stuff like that. You kind of have to think a step or two ahead. But when it comes to transcoding, basically, since I'm an affiliate, if there's a lot of people streaming at one time, it's on, you know, partners get it first every single time, and then affiliates usually get it. Like, I get it about 80-90% of the time. But unfortunately, I tried toggling it. Honestly, I could probably get it right now if I cut the stream off for about 30 seconds and popped it back up. But then it would kind of fragment my stream replay. But yeah, it's just something to where it's on, you know, it depends on the load. Someone walks in and the auditor is passed out on Labobo's desk, and Labobo is watching. Labobo's watching the stream. Yeah, you know, I apologize once upon. Unfortunately, there's not too much I can do when it comes to that. Sometimes I get it, you know, sometimes I don't. So, but yeah, usually I have it. So, yeah, I apologize. I bumped my bitrate down, but it's already pretty low. I don't have it cranked up since I was having internet issues, so any lower and it would start being like really fragmented at this resolution. Take that, HW. No, I completely agree. At least like affiliates should always get it in my opinion, but yeah, it's just something you gotta kind of live with on Twitch. YouTube, you know, everybody gets it if you're a partner, which is, you know, it's easier to be a partner on YouTube. Usually. They have taken kind of a backseat, and sometimes it takes long to get your application reviewed, but I knew I was gonna get hit there. Yeah, I just screwed up and I got hit from that side too. Or I just used my med kit too, just as I got hit. But I like how everybody's falling back. I don't know why we're all falling back. I guess I'm gonna head up there, but like, who cares? Like, it doesn't mean that there's gonna be tanks over there to flank you. So, but I can't push now with everybody running back. I'm gonna have to backtrack and go up top, hopefully. Sorry, T-34. But like, I don't know why they're freaking out. Like, it's encounter mode. If we get flanked, so be it. As long as we win the hill and get the numerical advantage early, we should be fine. Alright, so this T10 should push up a little bit here. I should be able to get a nice little side shot. Well, unless it's the T30 and it kind of dives into the dirt. But I probably should have went up here in the beginning. It's just, it looked like we had a lot of people, so I was choosing the lower path because I'd be able to get some easier shots as the enemy pull back. Looking like we'll be fine now. Hopefully they finish these two guys off before I reload. It's looking a little bit less likely though. Give these guys, you know, a little bit of credit for trying to push, but it's not exactly smart. Probably gonna end up taking a shot to my right here. Scorpion G. Okay, a couple seconds left on my reload. Crap. I'm up too high again. Just always have to be aware of getting shot from the center of the map. I knew that was a stretch, but just trying to hit his cupola. That's the second time I missed it there. We're still pretty close. We're only up by 1. And, you know, I don't have too much HP to play with. The RD's probably going to hit me in a few more seconds. But I'm hoping this 5100... Ooh, he's still pushing up. Yeah, I'm dead. Already got me there. Oh, God. Well... I tried. But 4,000 damage, 1,000 assists, but... I shouldn't have taken damage from over here as much as I did. That's kind of what did me in. But hopefully my team can eke this out. It's just, I don't get why we pushed all these people up here and then they freaked out and ran off. Like, if you're freaked out about that, try to push and win this, clean it up quick, and then worry about the rest of the map. That's usually how Malinowka Encounter works out. So let me start another giveaway here. So I have a Scorpion up next. And then I got a Scorpion G up after that. T110E4. Probably gonna set up in the south to begin with. Hello, Blue Savannah. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day. The FL tanks, basically, they're literally exactly the same as you know, the T-44, T-32. You know, they're just rentals for those that don't have access to tier 8s or a lot of tier 8s to be able to play. But that's pretty much the gist of it. It's like when they did other modes, like back like the Rampage mode and stuff like that, they gave out like IS-7s and stuff for rentals. So yeah, basically same as their counterparts. So. But that's pretty standard for wargaming to do when they have a mode that, you know, you need a specific tier and stuff. They typically let people get a couple tanks so they can participate. I don't have too many people down here, so I'm probably gonna end up running away. This, I don't know what we're doing here. We're not really pushing anywhere, it seems like. But with 3 arty, you know, we don't have a ton of tanks to work with compared to... I should have hit that. I thought my first shot was going to be a little further over, but just having a couple extra tanks in the base can make it seem like you don't really have many tanks. Alright. Unfortunately, we lost that guy. It's just a little frustrating because now it makes it really hard. Yeah, like I could see the case for not giving it to everybody, but you know, at the same time, like I think that would have just caused a lot more outrage if they only gave it to like certain players. Taking my one shot and I'm going home. Not too much I can do here. My team decided to camp. The only 2 people that pushed out on this side died because the enemy is actually pushing this flank, but nobody's really doing anything. Like, Defender hasn't really saw, you know, or seen anything in the center. So he either needs to push or better off, you know, kind of backtrack and go into the town a little bit. But yeah, unfortunately with the Scorpion tank, you know, it falls into gotta play off of your team. They're not exactly giving me the best of spots to shoot from here. I did miss one shot in the beginning though, so I can't complain too much, but you know, it must be really nice to take a camping trip into the mountains right now and run into nothing. I think they killed like 1 tank up there. I'm just gonna keep backtracking because this IS-3, he's not gonna be easy for me to hit without dying. Ooh, oh god. Yeah, I need to keep pushing here. I thought I'd have more time to get through. Ah, screw you, Hellcat. Come on now. Oh, I know. That's probably all he's shooting, to be honest. When you see people like that, that's all they're firing. You see it a lot nowadays, unfortunately. Could have taken it instead of... I thought he was gonna fall back sooner. It's really bad when you have TDs sitting out like that and they're not getting hit. I'm hoping we can kind of regroup here. He should be able to deal with the 25. Trying to help this defender. Hellcat's still there, but roll the dice. Don't have a shot on him. I should have a shot over this way. But the Charioteer did a decent job at kind of plugging that hole. But yeah, Frontline's definitely worth playing. It's really fun, and you know, whether or not you win or lose is another thing. Like, it's hard for the attackers to win, but it's definitely worthwhile to try and play it. Revenge on the Hellcat feels awesome right now. I knew he was gonna try to get up there. Just trying. They got off the cap. That's not good. Ooh, God, that's not good for me. Trying to, you know, just kind of set up an ambush almost. That's on me. I can't be missing shots like this at the end. Come on, RNG. You can do it. RNG, why you gotta... There we go. Oh, man. There we go. Got a little scared there for a second, but that all worked out. Alright, so Scorpion G's up next for the next request here. Fortunately, we lost Mal and Ofka. That's a little frustrating there, but we had a T30 match before this one, top damage, but my team, they got clobbered after I left, and that's not good at all. And yeah, nice little win here, top 2 damage, and all in all, a pretty good match. I thought it was definitely gonna turn out differently from the first few minutes, but luckily our team kind of regrouped a little bit. Scorpion G here, which let's pick a winner for the raffle. Congratulations, Will. So up after this, I'm gonna do probably 1 or 2 grinds, and then T124, T44. Feel free to keep popping tank requests in. Okie dokie. So 3 Artie. I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up just going to the typical northwest spot, but I'm gonna see where my team actually sets up. I don't necessarily want to go there if I can help it, but I usually end up that way anyway, even in a TV like this, because yeah. But LTTB saying he's gonna spot there, so I'll try that. Or at least I think he said he's gonna spot there. So I'll give it a shot and see what comes down here. I'll actually load up APCR. I don't trust myself with the velocity of the AP to actually hit something. should have taken that. And of course he spotted me though. That's kind of my fault though. Like the Scorpion G has pretty crappy camouflage, so I'm not too surprised. Thank you very much, Victor, for tipping Levi. What do you mean, Amira? Alright. Seeing what I could do here. I don't think that T-30 is going to give me a shot on him. Skill rounds. Yeah, I mainly did it not for the pen, but for the shell velocity. I missed way too many shots playing this tank with the slow AP shell. Respectively, it's slow. It's not like, you know, super slow. I think I'm gonna do something different. It's honestly probably gonna backfire on me, but what the hell? I was trying to look off to the side where sometimes people are like, oh crap, TVP. They're like, oh, maybe, you know, and they pop back out, but yeah, the TVP, he was smart to push up and just kill me. So that's why you don't do that in a Scorpion G. Sorry for whoever requested that. I was just, for some reason when I'm in TDs like that, I just can't make myself sit back that long. When I keep thinking of spots and I always get myself into trouble. But that's where usually I would just go to like the northwest corner, so at least I can take shots and be in the fight instead of sitting back on the ridge. Alright. Thanks again for tipping Levi a biscuit. Alrighty then, so AMX65T, then maybe one more grind match and I'll get into the E4 after that. We got Siegfried line. Let's see what side I'm on first. Alright, so I'm probably going to end up this area, but we'll see how many people my team, you know, puts on either side. Specifically, I want to see where both of my tier 8s go. Progetto isn't moving. Levi's is not moving. Not a good sign. Thank you very much, William, for the bits. Thanks a lot. Great, we got some people moving finally. So it looks like where the other heavy's going. He's going into A8. He's going away from the fight. So coming north to south, typically pushing on this side's the better of the choices. The other side, south and north, I'd push through the center here because this statue can help block. Not good that this IS-5's in there though. It's all good, Will. Yeah, thanks again for the bits there. Yeah, it does take a little getting used to the different chat commands. Why this guy decided to push? Thanks, Artie. I'm gonna go with hopefully there's not a TD out here. As far, yeah, here's Artie, but guy's probably gonna get back before I'm able to get a shot on him. Ooh, Nelly, I'll take a hit at him. I used the top gun on this and the turret, so my alpha is pretty nasty when you're top tier. And it's serviceable even if you're against 9s and 10s as well. Crap, I did not want to take that because he's got a pretty high alpha gun as well, respectively. Problem I have here now is most of our tanks are just in one little area, and if they push up on me, I'm going to be in trouble. Yeah, I'm getting hit from multiple sides. I'm not already safe anymore. I have to try to back out. And the Tiger 1 keeps getting me. I keep stupidly flicking my butt out. Probably gonna die from Artie though, to be honest, but I shouldn't have let myself get hit by that Tiger twice. But it is a really, really large tank. I'm gonna take a chance. Hoping I'm already safe enough here, but I don't know. And the Tiger's got me. I don't have that much armor, but it's like my team was doing decent, but basically we just ended up a few too many people right here, which they lost a lot of HP because the enemy set up in the usual spot. We could have pressed here and even the field a little bit, but you know, I messed up a couple shots, and yeah. Unfortunately, at AMX 65T, you don't have too much wiggle room, where if you make a mistake or two, you know, it really comes back to bite you. Unfortunately, we lost Al Haloof, but I didn't exactly do my team any favors there. I guess just get a couple little personal reserves going. Alright, so one more grind, then I'm gonna pop into... Which one do I do? I haven't played this in a while. The Challenger here. Then I'll pop into the T110E4. Looks like Levi found his tip. Thanks again for tipping him, Victor. Alright, so more Ivanka. Not top tier, so... it's encounter too. Let's say I'm probably gonna try to set up to support the forest, but yeah, it's a tough decision. A lot of times you'll find a team will, usually the enemy team, put a lot of people on the flag, and then it's like a race to reset them, and that's never fun. Especially when you're not top tier and you have no armor. So yeah, I'm gonna see where my team ends up. Because I'd like to just kind of stay mid-range, just keep firing, hopefully not be seen too much. We have a couple tanks over here. So, yeah, I'll set up back here to begin with and see if I can get a couple shots, but... we definitely don't have much armor or anything over here, to say the least. Pretty much only our bottom tiers are heading over this way. A little bit scary. There's my reminder to order bread. Gotta keep myself on track when I'm at work. Hello, Carl. Nice to see you. Okie dokie. Still don't see anything, but that doesn't mean that there's not something over here. But so far, I'm leaning towards they're mostly in the 1 to 3 side, especially their top tiers. So I'm gonna start pushing up here. No, we don't bake our own bread. We get it from a local bakery. We've toiled with that before, but honestly, like, if you can get fresh bread delivered every single day, like, it's not that much money. You might as well just do it. You know, it's cheaper, and honestly, they do it better than we would. Just making bread, imagine making like 200-300 like dinner rolls, 2 to 3 dozen bagels of 2 different kinds every single morning. The amount of equipment you need just for that, like proofing boxes and stuff, and somebody dedicated just baking bread. It's a lot. Vanilla? Yeah, we use it for a few things. Honestly though, like, the price has been up a lot, up and down, because vanilla has a... basically there's like a disease that's affecting vanilla plants. But usually for some stuff, like, we'll use the vanillin, so imitation vanilla, but that's for, like, you know, just if you need a little bit of vanilla flavor, and it's not like for creme brulees and stuff we'll use like real vanilla. But making, say, French toast batter, you're making like about like a gallon a day, you use vanillin, because you'd have to charge, I would say double the price for French toast just if you put real vanilla in it compared to vanillin. That's, you know, the cost difference. Basically what vanillin is, if you get like the good stuff, it's just a vanilla extract, like the alcohol based ones. I take this high. And that was a mistake. I knew the TDs were back there, but I was hoping that they wouldn't pick me up that fast. But they were pointing right at me there. Yeah, well, that was dumb. Oh well. At least these are my grinds I'm screwing up and not via requests here. Alright, so E4 is up next here. Get this queued up. We lost Siegfried line, unfortunately. No, William. I don't think that's possible. Basically, what you could do is, like, you know, I just have World of Tanks on one screen, everything else for my stream on the other. You could have them span both of the screens. I see people do that, and then you could bop your minimap up really big to where technically that would make it larger, but at the same time, you know, then you have more area to have to pay attention to. But yeah, there's, as far as I know, there's not a way to be able to do that. I feel like a lot of people have that, Savannah. A lot of gadgets they only use here or there. I have a bunch of my own, but usually when I buy something, I always, I usually buy it for work, and I have basically a toolbox. Honestly, I carry around with all my stuff in it. Alright, so E4, top tier. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. I only got 4 hours of sleep, so a little groggy here. Probably gonna end up in this area, but it depends. I'm gonna see where the Type 4 heads, or even a 263, because we do need some. Okay, 263 is heading down that way. We need some deterrent from them, like pushing the 1-2 line, but we got plenty. It's definitely gonna be iffy. Yeah, I need an early night, but I am streaming again tonight, 7 p.m. start time, so I will let you guys know if anything changes. If my internet, last night was pretty brutal. Like I had to reset my modem and it was dropping a lot. If it's doing that again, I might not be able to do a full stream, but I'll try to keep you guys updated. It's basically from 6 p.m. onwards do I encounter a lot of issues. It's still just something to where it's a work in progress. It's not on my end. They just need to fix something near me. But if for whatever reason I can't stream, I'll still pop on quick and just let you guys know. It's just the internet's just not working. But I don't think I can go through another stream 2 nights in a row of just watching my frames just drop left and right. It's kind of depressing. I can't justify going around there. Thanks, Artie. I was trying my best not to get hit by them, but he's set up right where he can hit me. I have no idea how this guy's coming through here without being hit by any of those tanks back there. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, hello, anybody? There's literally a tank that just drove in front of all you guys. Like, hey, anybody? I don't know what they were looking at. Not a freaking clue what those people were looking at there. But my team seems to be wanting to play a little campy. I hope if that guy pops over they can get him, but I see a tank that I should be able to one-shot. Should be able to hit him. Lots of shoulds, but I'm hoping that they actually work. Artie's definitely focusing on me, but I don't blame him. Ah, crap! Look, there's a Progetto here, and I'm being hit by 3 different sides. Yeah, I'm screwed here. Artie's probably gonna finish me off, to be honest. I've got to worry about a Progetto. 2 tanks behind me. Crap, crap, crap. You. If I move, I'm not already safe, but I'm just hoping he can't get a direct hit. If I move too much from here, the Progetto gets me, the M46, so on and so forth. As far as the internet issue, guys, like, just trust me when I know, or when I say we've rolled out everything on my end, where it's set up as efficiently as possible. like my streaming PC here. I'm just gonna take the shot and hope for the best here. But yeah, I'm kind of, when it comes to the issues, basically some streams it's gonna work for now until they fix it. Some streams it's not. So there's nothing else I can do on my end outside of moving. Or, you know, them fixing the problem, which is the step I'm in now. Just figuring out when they're gonna do that. But, you know, I appreciate the help though, but literally what I did, and kind of you see them suggest, I took the line that comes literally right into my house out of the ground because they're all buried, plugged my modem in there, 2 modems actually because I have 2 that work, and basically when the problem happens it affects both of them. And it's basically not that line that comes to my house because they've replaced it. It's brand new, so it's just something to where it's out of my control. So, but it's definitely, yeah, it's just something I got to deal with, unfortunately. So decent fight here. 3,300 damage, 1,300 assists, and a little bit of block. This Strev might get me, or Artie. Please no Artie. Spot at me, so I'm hoping I can get... I'm hoping they die. Well... Awesome, awesome. Up to 4 kills. I might get one more shot on him, but nah, he's gonna tuck in here a bit. There we go. So all in all, pretty good batch for in Team of 10 E4. Did help that I was top tier, but I was a little worried when I start getting hit by 3 different sides. But I knew the spot I was in. We needed somebody there to where if I had left that, it would have been difficult because we had a lot of people sitting back, so I needed the spot for them. And yeah, it worked out. Mastery badge first class. Got a Spartan award. Top damage in the battle by a fair bit. Only the M46 and the 263 kind of got close, so it worked out. Kind of sticking with it there. So next up I got the T44, which we ended up losing more Ivanka. I'll blame that on myself. I shouldn't have went high in that more Ivanka fight in the last little bit, resetting the base to where I guess he capped out. I don't know. It says yeah, they capped the base, which is strange. Oh, I guess he probably killed one other guy after they already capped it. But yeah, honestly, if I had just done one thing differently, got one more shot off, we probably would have won that. So that's unfortunate. I hate losing battles like that. Like, how can someone cap with only 71 points? But yeah, the E4's gun's nice. Sometimes, like, I prefer the E3s. It's more accurate, more DPM, but the turret definitely helps with the E4. But, no, as far as my modem, it's just got 2 Ethernet ports. Like, as far as I know, like, the level of modem I bought is, like, it costs, like, $200 something. Pretty much it's just a dedicated modem. Like, it can go up to 2 gigabytes a second. Like, because hopefully they're bringing gig speed here, which is what they brand it as. To where hopefully I can get that, because that'll, well, as long as they fix the problem with my connection dropping, that'll give me plenty of upload to play with. Like, I can stream 4K if I ever get better monitors here. I was having the same problems on YouTube, yes. It's, trust me, we've figured out the issue, guys. It's just, you know, it happens when it's peak load around my area, and it just amplifies the issue that there's a problem with like a node or a line or something. But yeah, I have a router, but because I bought a brand new one of those as well. It's just my streaming PC hooks right into my modem because I bought one that I could do both at the same time. But my streaming PC is the priority. It trumps everything else if I'm using a lot of stuff. Right, I'm gonna go for it here. It looks really risky, but I think I'll be fine because most of our team's behind me. Nah, he's gonna beat me for spotting. Right, I just wanted somebody else to take the lead, to be honest. I'll still probably end up getting like derped or oh god. Like, no, you're paying attention to aiming. Don't tell me I'm gonna drown there. Oh, I wish I could get paid for the amount of troubleshooting I've done. I don't know how that would fly with them though. I'm perfectly fine with, as long as I get, you know, this problem fixed, I'm perfectly happy. To be honest. Like, it's frustrating and all, I guess. I should get better speeds and everything once they go through the hassle of upgrading everything. I know I probably should deserve like more whatnot, but you know, all I want is it just to work. I'll be completely content. He's nestled in there. There's another type down here. Just, it's going to be difficult for me to pen these guys sometimes. I'm just going to swap over to EPCR because oh lord, I'm assuming that I'm going to start angling. The issue is they put more people into town, but then we didn't really keep enough people in the south here to get through easy enough. Seems like you're having fun, Lobobo. Yeah, sorry Type 4 that you're gonna get spammed with APCR, but what I gotta do to actually pen you. I really want to shoot the Type 5, but it's a little bit of a question mark. I might get derped by a Type 4 here, but nah, he moved back. He was basically exposing himself, his rear. Alright, so we need to do something here. This Type 5, I don't know why these guys haven't just flanked. Like, They're still trying to push through. His T-62A luckily got around to his side, but there we go. The WZ's got it. I cannot go to the town. Like, I will definitely die there. It's just, I think the T-62A, I don't know what happened to him. Just hope I can get around him. But like, come on guys. Like, it's one freaking tank. Oops, he's getting a little bit too close for comfort here. Yeah, he's gonna hit me here. Come on. Oh, he might kill me. Luckily he missed. They're still working on the frickin' Type 5 Heavy. Like, I need to shoot APCR, I thought I was. Yep, I'm dead now. The meals. And the only thing protecting me right now is this wall. I just gotta hope that they miss me. But like, this Type 5 is probably blocking like 10,000 plus damage. But this T62A, unfortunately, is flipped. Yeah. I was just hoping for whatever reason he was gonna miss or reloading, but oh well. It's unfortunate, but literally that guy won this for his team, and our team stupidly, I can't even explain. Like, if I had known that it was gonna go this bad, I would have just got my butt over here, because basically they're all trying to push in this little section. Send one person here, put a guy over here. He can't face all of you at the same time. But see, Grigsby, thanks for watching, and the battles earlier. Hope you have a good one. But that's just frustrating, losing like that, but I was trying my best there. Like, I ended up doing top 4 damage. I probably could have eked out more, but this Type 5 blocked 6,500, did 5,600 damage. They're just feeding him. Like, yeah, should have just played around him or flanked him, not just sat in front of him, more or less. Kind of feel bad for the T62A though, but you know, but you run into a risk when you get close up. He just pushed them into the wall. Alright, so T28 Proto, and then I got the Comet up. So bottom tier on Himmelsdorf. And I got literally the worst spawn spot to get up on the hill. So I guess I'm not going up there. They have a lot of mobility, which kind of scares me. But I'm just gonna go 7-8 line to begin with and see how that works. It's gonna take too long for me to get up there. So our team's either gonna have won it or lost it by the time I get to the top, so. Please tell me our type might go up there, but he's not moving. Okay. It's never a good sign. Like, they're loaded in. It's just never a good sign when, you know, at least the gun doesn't like drop or something in the beginning. This means the person literally like hasn't moved their mouse or anything at all, or is basically there. But my team's putting all of our tanks on the hill, which I'm fine with. Like, I am gonna play this a little bit aggressive, but no, I'm not. far as penning this T-28, it's gonna be a wee bit interesting. I missed. I loaded a HE round because I thought I was just gonna hit the WZ-111 again, but I'm really hoping that the hill just pushes hard. They should have a minimum 4 tank since they just killed a Progetto up there advantage. Fortunately, I got myself a little bit too far out, and this guy is going to capitalize on that. Gonna try to make him bleed as much. Good, he peeled off. HP as I can, but my team should get the hill. Ah, crap. This is where I don't feel bad using APCR against the T-28, given its armor. Especially that. Like, come on now. Interesting. I guess he fainted. Like, I should get some help here. Crap. He's gonna pop up on this side now. Still, I gotta try to take the shot while I have it. Load a APCR for this 430. Because if he gets up close to me, I'll need it to deal with that upper glacis. Awesome. Thank you, teammates, for helping. Oh, I know. It's really nice he ignored me. I was a little bit skeptical on my ability to take a T-28 just because he has more DPM and more frontal armor, and I was already damaged. Luckily, this guy got himself in the center. That's awesome. Oh, I know. He saw my name and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna give this to that guy. Progetto should be able to clip the Centurion. Nothing? Okay. Just there's a T-49, so I was skeptical pushing up here, but there we go. Thank God. I was really... I guess he wasn't loaded, but he didn't fire much, so... We should have this now, though. A bat chat on my left. Do I think I'm gonna have any shots up here? I don't know. This is gonna hurt. Whew. Or not. Luckily it whizzed by me. Alright, so I'll go after the bat chat. The hill's gonna get cleaned up. 3,700 damage ain't too shabby though. I was definitely lucky that the T-28, I don't know what happened to him. I guess he lagged out or something, but yeah, sometimes you get lucky. Right, I'm gonna be trying. Oh, they tracked him. Excellent. So nice, quick, easy battle, more or less, with the T-28 Proto. I definitely, if it went the way it should have, I should have died there. But luckily, something happened to the T-28, so I'll take it. But up next, I've got the Comet. I got a Mastery Badge First Class here. Yeah, most amount of damage in the battle. Pretty straightforward, easy one for our team here. Lost a little bit of credits because I used some APCR there, mainly when I thought I was gonna have to punch through the T-28, the front, but yeah, and the 430. We got the Comet. I might be able to take it if you feel like requesting anything, I could probably take a couple more. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be popping in a grinder too. Getting somewhat close to, having, I think, a Russian TD's a tier 7 one. I'll probably go down to 268 line first. But still haven't decided. Do I want to go for the 268 version 4, or do I mainly want to go for the Object 704 ISU 152 tanks like that? But Mountain Pass again. Just the problem I have with Mountain Pass is it's just a little bit too restricted, to where I don't know what they could do to fix it. It's a map to where your flanks are a little too segmented, so it often leads to guess one team getting a big hit early on, and then just it's like a domino effect. Yeah, the T-28, since they buffed it, it's fantastic. I went a little bit too far out here, but wiggling around a little bit helps. Alright, looks like I got all those requests. Looks good, guys. Levi really needs today's his birthday. He's gonna love me soon. Shoot him, but oh, hi, little dog. He's like, Cody, I haven't gotten a treat in a while. Why do you hate me? Ah, crap. That was a big mistake here. Here's half my HP. Trying to get this little guy out. Because we have a lot of people in the north, so I was trying to do this quick. Because the likelihood of them having a lot more tanks down here than us, high, but they did put their IS-3 and ONI in the north too, so kind of equals out. Thanks for tipping, Levi. I think, nah, he sat back down. Thanks again for tipping him as well. He's such a beggar. Now they're just pushing right across the center. I don't know if that's timing or just, yeah. I think it's just luck that that guy chose that one time to push across. I can't shoot everywhere, unfortunately. But this T-71 he's causing some issues for us. More annoying than being effective here. But he can kill the SU-100Y if he baits him out. Good, they got him. Fortunately, we lost him too. Little Hellcat. The E-25's behind him. Alright. Not about to push into a Progetto and basically a corridor. I'm gonna try to get shots north-ish, I hope. But I could end up completely failing here. It's starting to go bad up there, so outside of capping, but I'd have to kill 2 or 3 arty and whatever else is going to be back there. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to cap faster than, you know, they'd be able, or cap at all, faster than they'd be able to kill and get to our base. Hey, we lost the flank. Get over it, guys. Happens. Be careful, E25. Alright, defender. What's going on here, bud? We're about to get shot from the other side. I can almost guarantee it. Come on, defender. Go. Hello, Danish. I usually don't get annoyed at people, but like, come on, go. Screw it. Like, here's a Progetto now. And yeah, it's just like, it's frustrating. Like, why aren't you going, dude? You're literally the only tank we have left to do anything with. SU-100Y isn't helping either. Like, yeah, we can see the tanks. I just want him to come crash down on me, to be honest. Got multiple shots. Oh, nice job. There's not enough time to get back to the base, unfortunately, but just that was too drawn out. But oh well, unless they get off the base. There's not too much of a point for me to... Oh. I was like, what's he shooting at? But I tried, so... That's funny, Savannah. Which thanks again, guys, for tipping Levi here. Unfortunately, I lost here, but I was trying my best here. Top 2 damage. The defender did a good job damage-wise, but like I can't even explain what he was doing late in the battle. Like, you gotta go. They're capping. Like, come on. But I tried. I probably lost a lot of credits because I had to start shooting APCR. I start running into things I couldn't penetrate. At least, you know, at the end of the match, it was pretty important to pen everything. But oh well, gave it my best shot. That's the problem with mountain passes. If you're not in like armored tank and stuff, later on in battles, it's really confined. So most areas just have 2 avenues to attack. So it's easy for enemies, especially like heavies, TDs with high alpha and armor, just to kind of point one way, and they know you can't get behind them easily. So Alright, so E3 here. Then I got a KV5, a light VIC, and a T49. To pleify a bath. Honestly, excuse me again. I honestly need a nap. Levi, whenever he knows he's getting a bath, he hops right in the tub. He actually kind of likes it in a way, but he'll still, he'll give a little bit of a fight afterwards, trying to dry him off. Alright, so top tier. I'm going to try to play this area. I don't like playing the E3, where there's a lot of different ways to flank you and close to buildings. But I'll try to make it work. There's that James Bond person again. I've ran into him like 4 times today. Forget why I put him on my blacklist, but I don't know. Too many people on it. But I'm going to be back streaming tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless you know, I encounter issues again with my connection, since it's mainly just peak times when that's happening. So I'll keep you guys updated the best I can. Yeah, it is a clever name, yeah. Hey, he's on yours too. I guess he must do a lot of bad stuff for it to be on both of ours. Or if you stop 705. I was gonna push before they can get in here. Ah, crap, the Badger. That's what I was kind of afraid of. We don't have anyone spotting the one line. We have one TD back there, but you don't spot from that far. Unfortunately for me, the Badger. Just stop that. Got me. I gotta not get shot there. I gotta try to help. The 705 keeps trying to push, which, you know, it's working here. But I'm not too keen on blocking him if I get behind him. Ah, crap. Shot too far off to the side there. Armor gets a little bit better, but I probably hit him in the track too. This is not good now. I'm not playing the E3 very well today, and even yesterday. Really, Scorpion. He's toxic player. See, Levi, he does not like the hose at all. Like, he just started letting me shoot him with it if it's really hot out. But he used to get baths with the hose before we rescued him, and he still was a little skeptical of it sometimes. He probably thinks he gets his own little bathroom because that's all we use the guest bathroom for, really, is Levi. Pop back, so... Great, should have shots here as long as I don't get flanked. Gonna bide my time so they don't get... I see the FV, but I'm gonna go for it. He's at least one-shottable now. We're only down by 1, and the FV is not gonna flank me, so that's nice. Gotta keep an eye out. This gun is... the gun's like literally right in my way. Crap. They are capping. That's not good. Alright, so one shot on this E75, hopefully. I just missed it, but we gotta go back to the cap, guys. There's potential for them to get 2 people on there even without the 430. Oh, I know. Well, it's not like we rescued him, but, you know, it was a family member from Ryan's side that, you know, they just weren't taking care of his allergies, so we, you know, we basically rescued him now. I don't have any real pictures of him from before, but it was pretty bad. We're getting capped though, like, trying. It's just this 430 is gonna be a pretty big issue. I gotta ditch him though, because this the type didn't move. He stopped. He froze. But I'm pretty much the only one. Okay, he went there, so I gotta... Yeah, it gives us a little breathing room. I thought the 430 was going to stay down, which actually helped that he went that way. Yeah, a little bit easier for me. So, pretty decent match, 5,300 damage. He was like aiming up at the sky there. Where are you going? He's gonna go straight. Trying to follow this guy, but at least we got a W. I'm happy. It was a close one. It was down to what, like 16, 18 seconds or something to cap. So, a little bit closer than I would like. But I was keeping that in the back of my head as I was still pushing there. So, Master Badge 2nd Class, Steel Wall Award, High Caliber. Yeah, pretty good fight there. So, all in all, it worked out. And about 4,500 block. So let me hop right into a KV5. Haven't played this in a while. Thank you very much, Hail Duck, for the follow. As far as requesting tanks, for anyone that might be new to the stream, you do exclamation point request. Got down to 10 seconds. Thanks, Lil Bobo. Exclamation point request, press space, then type a tank name. Unfortunately, it is the end of the stream here, to where I'm probably only going to get through the next 2 tanks after this, and that's going to be it. Hello, Merlot. Nice to see you. Hope all is well. Next move. Hopefully nothing bad concerning you. Thank you, Marine Ghost, for the follow. The plan is, though, I'm going to be back streaming tonight, but yeah, I'm having internet issues during peak hours. There's a problem in my area, so I'm going to test it a little bit before the stream at 7, and I'll let you guys know if I still have issues, and I'll kind of go from there. I've had a rough past week or so, though, to where tonight I'm probably, you know, I may platoon a little bit, I may just solo, but, you know, I might just go and cut the stream a little bit shorter, maybe by a half hour or so. Just, yeah. We'll see how everything works out here. It's just been rough. My schedule changes a lot this time of year at work and a bunch of different things. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the bits. I usually don't like going here, but I hope that we can just power through. There's a defender, so unfortunately the KV5, 167 pen. Yeah, your premium pen 219 is lower than most, you know, tier 8s now for their standard round sometimes. Outside of like mediums and lights and stuff, but okay. A hoop. I think I still got the angling down on this. I just need my team to advance. Come on, guys, push. Only three. There's 3 of them, and I'll take the shots for you guys to begin. Thank you very much, Merlot, for the bits. Hey, it's mainly that, and you know, I only got 4 hours of sleep, so I'm kind of on a borrowed time here, more or less. Alright, let's just go for it here. Poor Tiger P, but... yeah, there's a Panther M10. Yeah, I'm not letting you backtrack, Defender. I don't even care if I die. If we kill you, we should be golden on this side. A little frustrating though, the 112, and yeah, at least I got the Oni. That's really all I needed. Little tank. He swapped over to premium. Dude, shoot me in the turret. He'll pen me. Luckily he can't hear me, but KV5, it doesn't just have the whole weak spots. Its turret's pretty weak if you can hit it flat. So that worked out. Luckily, you almost have 1800 HP. So sometimes you just gotta push. If it's a tier 8 only match, like your armor holds up well enough to where you just gotta make that push and hope that you live through it long enough to make it worthwhile. Because you have a pretty good DPM for your gun. Might not have the best accuracy or pen, but yeah, with a little bit of APCR, you can make it work if you can get to the sides of like the defender or the rear. And if you have a bunch of people right behind you, you know, they have to pick between, do they focus on you and turn, you know, their turret to everybody else, or, you know, doesn't always work though. But I mainly went there because you'll often see your team just get stuck into one line. They might encounter like 1 or 2 tanks and they have like 3 or 4, and they'll just sit there, and then you lose because, you know, you put too many people there and they're not accomplishing anything. So I just decided to go there because usually I go to the 3 line. I might just stay on the cap here, we'll see. I don't really have that much HP, but just looking at things, yeah, the Uni's gonna cap, and there's not gonna be time for me to, I think, get over to the IS unless he pulls back, in which case I should have a shot on him. Might actually get me here. Luckily he bounced. But all in all, pretty good fight. 2600 damage, a little bit of block too. I'll take that. Hello Yosef, nice to see you. I would call that a successful battle. Thank you very much again, though, guys, for the bits. Ugh. Man, I can't stop yawning today. Alright, Mastery Badge First Class. I got a Steel Wall Award. Yeah, pretty good fight. Took a lot of damage, but kind of knew that it was worth it with the amount of tanks we had behind me. Don't know what battle that's from. I guess maybe the E3, but... Alright, so I have the light... BIC here. There we go. So let's hop into this little guy. And then I got a T49, and that's probably going to be it for the stream. So let's start one last raffle here. Exclamation point raffle. Press space and then 1 after it to enter. You can win some stream currency. But we'll see how long these battles last. I might, go a little bit longer, but we'll see. This should be a pretty interesting fight here. I haven't really played underneath, I think, tier 5 for the past few streams, so... Let's hope the matchmaking... There's only 6,600 people on. I hope the matchmaking isn't too long here. I'm really glad, compared to last night's stream, pretty much everything worked out as far as my connection. I'm really glad I got a... stress-free stream in here. Didn't have to worry about, frames and stuff dropping that were out of my control, so I'm glad a lot of you guys could catch this morning. I know I had to switch it from Wednesday to Thursday, but hopefully starting next week things will be a little bit more stable as far as the schedule goes. RNG win me a raffle. Let's go matchmaking. There we go. Not a full battle. The problem with playing like tier 1 and tier 2, like tier 3 typically you can get it, but you're going to get sucked in a lot of tier 4 and 5 battles, is they separate the matchmaking queue. For good reason, basically brand new players won't see people with thousands of battles, so... Yeah, the intel event, it would help. I'm just gonna head to the center and hope for the best, since it's not a not a full battle and it's bottom tier. What work do I do? I'm a sous chef. My family, we've owned a hotel, restaurant, and a lot of different businesses for as long as I've been around. To where I work the first shift, basically, and my brother, he's the head chef, he works at night. But yeah, I'm into work at like 5 a.m. and stuff, so... The names, as far as colors, not really. I think you can change them, honestly, if you like right-click or something. But I think you can pick your color, to be honest. I could be wrong. I can't pen that guy, but... Can't really pen these guys either, to be honest. But I'm still gonna try. Yep. Went about as well as I thought it would. I should have just hopped away. I'll try to help over here. I just hope they don't pop over on the hill and get me. Come on, RNG. All I need is a couple things to hit. See you, Labobo. Come on! I really want to flank here, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. We'll see, though. I don't think I can pen this guy up here, even on the side. Screw it, I'll try it. I'll probably run into a tank down here, but... I don't remove any tanks from the request list. But I don't mind doing a low tier battle once in a while. Alright, this is probably going to take too long and I'm just going to pop up and someone's going to be camping, but if it works out, it might be beneficial here. As long as we don't lose too many tanks here. Please don't let someone be back there. Thanks. Oh, here the T1 Cunningham of all things. Come on, pop out for me. And please don't shoot me. I think they're gonna turn. Yeah. Got ammo racked, and that guy's way too tiny for me to hit. Yep, here comes Mr. PZ35 and an M2 light. I'm done. Oh well, I gave it my best, but yeah. Anyway, T49, last request here. Yeah, you just missed the raffle, sorry. Alright, it's a T49. That's gonna be my last tank of the stream here. Good daisy. I need to get the British off there. Which you've already won like 4 raffles the past few days, so congrats Merlot for winning the raffle here. What specialty? You know, we don't really, our restaurant doesn't really focus on any one thing. Like, we're pretty much, you know, like we do a lot of seafood and just like typical, like, you know, not super high end. We're in between like a casual and high end restaurant to where, you know, you can still come out for a really nice dinner, but you can also, you know, we're in a hotel because we own that too. That's a family hotel. So there's a little bit of everything, but the shift I work, I mainly, like, I run breakfast and lunch. My brother does dinner. I'm there to, you know, do the orders, and, you know, I'm still cooking while doing everything, get all the prep done for the day for all the shifts, but yeah, it's hard to, but if you want to look at the menu, it's really easy to find. That's the name of the restaurant. Anybody gonna get lit up? I wish I had loaded heat or something in the beginning, to be honest. Thanks for tipping Levi, CG. We're gonna have a lot of people coming this way. Ooh, M103 is gonna see me coming. Crap, man, the 50B. Yeah, I screwed up here. I am deader than dead. Oh well. Sorry for this last fight. I can't win them all though, unfortunately, but yeah. I'll pop into a different tank real fast, because that was really a downer. So I'll pop into like another light here really fast. Why don't I play? I'll just do the Sheridan that comes after it. But this is definitely going to be my last fight. I've got a few things I need to do. If my internet's working tonight, I'll be back streaming, of course, at 7. Alethea, it's actually my aunt's name. My grandparents named it after her. Hello, old bear. Nice to see you. Lorraine request? I'll pop into a Lorraine, but this is definitely gonna be my last fight. Not enough time to get everything done that I need to around the house, unfortunately. Thanks, guys. Alright, so Lakeville. Thank you very much, Will, for the bits. No, it's all good. Yeah, I don't mind the requests. I was just picking something at the end, since that last fight was pretty short. But just so you know, a little forewarning, like tonight, if I'm gonna test my internet about an hour before the stream. If it's not working, I'll pop on real quick and do a little bit of talking, and I won't be able to stream again if it's like last night. It's way too frustrating. But basically I stream hopefully tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that, I've got Sunday stream, same time for the start time. And then next week, I still need to figure out the schedule, but I know Wednesday morning I'll be streaming 8 a.m. start time for my early morning stream. Track him, but he's probably got a repair kit. But yeah, I'm glad a lot of you guys can make it. Yeah, it's been a pretty fun stream. Kind of wish Frontline was available too, but if I'm on tonight, I'll be playing a bit of that. Thank you very much, Brian, for the bits. I always like the little gifs next to him. Oh, I know. It's a pretty big place. And it's fairly old. It's interesting upkeeping it, to say the least. Oh, come on. An E2. I was hoping I could catch him for the second shot, but no time. Can I try to bop out of there? He's still in the same spot. Made a little bit of a mistake trying to pop out to get me though. Where, next week's, basically all I know right now is Sunday night I'm gonna be streaming, and whatchamajig, Wednesday morning I might go to two night streams. We'll see. I just kind of have to put my head together with Ryan to figure out the best schedule for us. Don't know why nobody could pen him. Like E2's got armor, but yeah, we got some tanks with some pretty good pen in front of them. Right, I've only got 3 shells. I should be good here to do something. Crap, I'm stuck on a rock. Ah, stupid rock. And I ricocheted. Crap, I really hate myself now. Because now he's going to point at me. My team's probably not going to help me. Nope. That was a pretty big gaffe on my part. Still got him though, but a little frustrating. We're only up by 2, so every little mistake here definitely gets amplified. Now we're starting to get some tanks out, but we lost a Patriot. That guy in the center still, just leave him, guys. Focus on the town. Focus not getting caught by yourself in the valley. Like, we knew they were pushing the valley, so... You actually have armor. Alright. Make the tough decision. I'm going to reload here. I'm not going to cap their base, so just looking at their tanks left. They still have a Scorpion G somewhere. I think I'm going to roll the dice because we need to get this center somehow. Come on. Rock on back for me. Alright. Spotted me though. Guess my team is a little bit too playing it safe. I'm probably gonna get popped by a Scorpion. Or even that guy. Crap. E43 can get me now. Missed. And he already killed me. Oh well. It's just... I hope my team can win this. We should. It's just... I shouldn't have went out to this rock at the end. I should have popped here. That way I could still shoot the P43. But we did finally kill him. Thank God. It took the freaking whole battle. Where I just couldn't understand, like, I already finally got him, but yeah. But anyway, you know, thanks again for watching, guys. The grouper sandwich, it is really good. That's usually something I eat quite a bit of that during the summer. I just hope our website sometimes is a little bit behind. I think, I don't know if they put the new menus up there, but I'd like to do our website, but you know, family, they don't want me to do it, or not they, but a couple of them. But anyway, thanks again, guys, for watching. It was a really fun stream. Let's see if I can get this up. But yeah, I will hopefully be back tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will definitely be here. It's just, if I'm having connection issues again, I'm either going to cut the stream, you know, I'm not going to power through it because, you know, it can get really bad and it's just, you know, it's not watchable. But, yeah, I'll let you guys know. But 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thanks again for tuning in. Hope everyone has a very nice day. So, yeah, cross our fingers that it works tonight. But, yeah. Yeah, have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys around. I will stick around, you know, I was going to stick around to the end here, but, yeah, I don't know how long it's actually going to take. But, see y'all.